here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Denver Broncos.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
And off we go from Denver. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
The stop by DJ.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Darnold down to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jimbo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Walker now at first and 10. And muscles right up to the 43 for a pickup of around 5.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Second and 5. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. Third and 6.
Third down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first and 10, it's Charbonnet. And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Here's Darnold. He'll get this one to count complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Another Seahawks first down. A gain of 7. First down.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Walker trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. We're scoreless after 1.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Walker once more. And this time he's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Good run.
So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Broncos nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this out to about the 40 ball carrier. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
3rd down.
Now it's Nix. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
40-yard line.
Nix to the air. 4th for Dobbins on the crossing route. He's got him. From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing Nicks. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. Nicks to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 24-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Brought down right at
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Second and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's third and 9.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up third down.
Oh my God.
Here's Nicks. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's fourth down. To throw, here's Nicks. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
That's good.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
First down, Seattle.
Faking the give, Darnold. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because it's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get through on this drive. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 17-yard line.
First down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Over the middle, complete. It's Franklin. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Looking to throw. Nix.
Can I get a PI? Oh my God.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
Oh.
And he couldn't get it to check off. That kicks all the way to the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
The Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. Now he'll give it up on the reverse. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of run away from it in the first half. They get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Harvey now on 1st and 10. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix.
Ah!
He tried to fit it in on the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 34-yard line.
be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
A loss of 9 yards.
This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now Darnold. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup.
Darnold's pass.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Play action. It's Darnold. And it is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13
Whenever we
yards
talk
on the
about
play.
moving the sticks and controlling the
And the
football,
Seahawks
there's a great
first
example
down.
right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Off of play action. Throw left side, complete to Cup. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Off the play fake. Hicks. He'll get back complete to Franklin. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw his Knicks. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll run for the first time. It's Howard the game.
Wow.
He's met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3rd down and 11.
Looking to throw. Knicks. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
No.
May stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jobe. And he will take
The
this
fuck?
home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean,
Bitch.
both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game and
Fuck.
not so much in terms of offensive creativity or result. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Now Myers for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game.
Jason Myers to kick off.
So they'll get another
Seattle.
shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's good.
A good start there on 1st down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of
1st and 10 at
scores.
the
They have to
47-yard
find a way
line.
to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays, that will be the key to this drive.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
No, man, come on. Fuck.
That should do it. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side
Damn.
offensively. They had to take some chances. For that
Fuck.
interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Fuck. Knicks.
On their side,
Bitch
it's
ass.
on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He'll get this one to Cup complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They call his number again. It's his sixth catch and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Seahawks.
Running right, here's Walker. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. From the 50, it's Darnold. This throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the
now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last run.
Oh my God.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's second down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now it's Nix.
Oh my God, you fucking asshole. How you gonna miss that shit?
We know this is definitely 4 down
Motherfucker.
Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments.
Yeah.
I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. Able to find Mims. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Broncos first down.
Throwing Nix. Into the hands of Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This is first and 10.
That's another Broncos first down.
Nix to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Just a difficult
Fucking
situation
crazy.
to be in here.
Quarterback, you suck.
Down 2 scores. You know you
Fucking
need some
asshole.
confidence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Here's Nix. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Fucking crazy.
Well past midfield before being stopped just
It's a
before
gain
the
of
35. Here's first
That's
down.
another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
18 more yards. That's good.
They'll
for
come up
Broncos.
first and 10
First
here.
down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is gonna be
God damn, wait till the last fucking bitch ass. Fuck.
on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think
Good game, man.
too little, too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. That one is good, but the final
Whoa.
36 as this one is over.
Fuck.
Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive
Good
from this
game.
game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that.